Hey, Big V here, Verl Workman, and we're talking teams. That's right, we're talking teams. Now, how can you have a team if you can't delegate anything? How many of you hold on to that thing too tight? I go back to, remember when the Lord of the Rings came out? And I remember reading the trilogy when I was in high school in my English classes, and I remember the story. And then when the video came out, the video was so much better at showing me who Gollum was. Y'all remember Gollum? Gollum was Schmeagol. He was the hobbit that got a hold of the ring, and he held onto that ring. I remember having that ring and holding onto it so tight. Over time, what happened to Gollum when he held onto that ring so tight? Eventually, it destroyed him. Well, what is it that is in your business or in your life that you're holding on to so tight that you call it your precious? I could never let it go because it's my precious. What is that? Is it your administrative tasks? Is it showing buyers? Is it negotiating a contract or doing your marketing? Look, delegation is not that hard. What's hard is taking the things you do really well and creating systems for it. The thing that you're holding on to is the very thing that's keeping you from growing your business. And for this purpose, we've created the 3 steps to delegation. And I'm just gonna go through and talk to you about the different ways to delegate. I remember when my daughter and I first started Workman Success Systems, I was having a hard time letting go of things. And Brianne will attest to this. She'll laugh with you and joke about it because she wouldn't let me, I couldn't give her things fast enough because I wasn't willing to let them go. And so she just learned to take them. Think about that concept. I'm taking that, you're not doing it anymore. How hard that is for a dad and for a leader to have somebody take stuff off your plate. Because she's my daughter, I can't get mad at her, so we had this whole dynamic going on, and I had to learn how to let things go. And so I started studying delegation and really understanding that there's a process to being a great delegator. The first step is to make sure that you're really clear in what you want done and how it's done. The second thing is choose someone who has the competence or the skills to actually do the task. And the third thing is to inspect what you expect, meaning if you review it and it's not done right, you can give suggestions or correction and then help develop that person that you're delegating to. Great assistants aren't hired, they're created. Great buyer's agents aren't hired, they're developed. And no one is developing leaders. So at Workman Success, we spend a lot of time really helping you understand how to be a better leader. And it's because we aren't there naturally. We all have had to become better leaders. So let's talk about the 3 levels of delegation that I've learned and discovered through multiple resources. I'd like to tell you that these are all my own original ideas, but I think you'll find you may have heard some of these before, but I might present them in a way that's a little bit unique to you. The first level of delegation is this. Here's what I want you to do. This is how I want you to do it. Do it exactly as I've said, and come back and show me that it's done. That's the lowest level of delegation for someone who you don't have a high level of trust in. Do it exactly the way I've told you, show me that you've done it, return and report. When they do that and you have the ability to look at what they've done, you can then say good job or make course corrections. The second level of delegation is, this is what I'd like to have done. I'd like you to go do some research of different ways to accomplish the task or the goal. Come back to me with your suggestions, and then I'll make the decision and tell you which one to go with. So the first level is, do it exactly as I say. The second level of delegation is, do your research, come back and suggest to me what you do, and then as I gain trust, I'll let you suggest and then do the one you suggest. The third level of delegation is the highest level of trust. It basically says, here's what I need done. I trust you to do it right. Let me know you've done it. That's it. So what type of leader are you? Are you treating your high-level people with the lowest level of delegation? Are you allowing people to do their research and come up with more than one way, a right way to do things? Or are you letting people go and hoping they do the right thing and never inspecting what you expect? All of those principles work in delegation if you follow up. One of the biggest challenges we have as leaders is we don't ask people to return and share with us what they've done or how they've done it. And so when they don't do it right, we get upset with them. When you get upset that your people don't do things right, I want you to get the mirror out and say, how could I have communicated that differently? I like to say that we don't have people problems, we have process problems. And so if we treat our people and we give them the benefit of the doubt that they want to do things right, and when something doesn't happen correct, instead of attacking the person, how about we attack the process? How could we have communicated this differently so that we were on the same page? That style of delegation has proven to be so much more effective than anything that I've ever done. So the first thing is, understand who your people are and what it is they want to accomplish and what's their role on your team. The second thing is, determine which level of delegation this task requires. Is it the lowest level of do it exactly the way I say? Is it the second level? Go do some research, return and report, give me some options, and I'll tell you which to do. Or is it the third? I completely trust you. Go get it done and let me know when it's finished. It doesn't matter to me which you choose. It matters to me that you think about what level of delegation it is and then choose it. And then clearly articulate it to the person you're giving the task or assignment to so that you can all be on the same page. Delegating has to be thought through, and communication is the key that makes it happen correct. If you go back to one of the earlier videos, and we can link back to it, we gave away an activity on communication using Legos. I encourage you to download that video and watch it again, and then go through the process of effective communication and how it impacts a team. In Patrick Lencioni's The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, you'll find that the inability to communicate is one of the biggest challenges that people have. I genuinely believe that most people get up every day and they want to be successful. They don't come into work and they hope they let you down as a leader, or they hope that they fail you in assignments, or they hope they're not able to accomplish their goals financially. They get up every day and they want to succeed. But many people just don't know what to do next, and they're looking for you as a leader to help guide them through the process to have a successful day. So are you looking for the wins? Or are you looking for the things that they did wrong? And if we're not communicating effectively in the process, then I hope you're looking in the mirror to say, how can I fix the process instead of attack the people? Effective communication is one of the most important things you can learn how to do as a leader. Learning how to delegate and then being clear on the delegation style will make that road much easier for you to follow. Good luck as you learn to build your team, and remember, there's always hope for you with Workman Success to coach you through the process.